Hi friends, exams are approaching and you all might be very tensed. In this tension, a few mistakes can happen. Those mistakes will not only cost you a good rank but also a PG seat of your choice. In this video, I'll talk about the biggest mistakes that can be done by a PGME aspirant during their preparation times, at least to the last time. This video is consisting of all the experiences shared by me by the students who are actually your seniors and have fared really good in the PG exams. Let's look into the video. So what are the mistakes that can be done? 5 biggest mistakes. Number 1, not going through the topics asked in the last 2 years questions. Now this is one question that often students ask, sir, should we read only the MCQs? Should we read only the exactly asked questions or should we go to the topic? Well, the right answer is go to the topic, because obviously when any examiner makes a question, he looks into the what are the commonly things occurring in that chapter, and based on those commonly things occurring, they actually prepare a few headings in their terms, and from the headings they prepare a question again and again. The same question may not appear to you, but the topics are very frequently asked in PGME. So make sure you have a list of those topics which have been asked in the last 2 years, and from those you are not at all missing those topics, not the question, but yes, the topics should be read from a good guidebook or a video or whatever source you have, a textbook, anything can help it, but that should be a short and crisp reading of the entire topic. Second, this is again a biggest mistake students do. So they look into the new questions, they look at the new topics, and then they read it from the new textbook, which is completely new source from them. Don't do that. For example, if you come across a new topic in your GTs, well, just read the explanations and just move ahead. That is not the right time, especially in the last 15 days. It is not the right time to read a new topic from a completely new source. So what you should do is just read the explanations there, and yes, but if the question is of a new topic which you have not read till now, which is asked in the last year INI-CET, definitely read that video or go to the video or read that from a book that is completely trusted and is a textbook you have read in your own PGME times or in your UG times. Not revising enough. So why do you not revise enough? See, what happens is many times you go to the important topics and you just mark it in your notes. I have seen students marking the notes, beautiful notes, and they're marking it that you have to read this again and again during the last phase of your revision. Well, this is the right time. You should again take out the notes and make sure to read every of those topics which you have marked for the revision at the last time. Believe me, what you remember, and what you forget, you always forget. So make sure you will not forget what you have actually tried not to forget. So for that, any type of notes that you have read throughout the PGME preparation and you have marked it for reading for the last, this is the time, take it out and read it for the best outcome in the exams. During too much time to the major subjects, yes, it's the biggest problem that students do. They keep on reading medicine, surgery, gynae-obs, pediatrics, and what they forget is a small 4 or 5 subjects that's also there. Remember, one question from medicine, one number, one question from anesthesia, one number. So why to leave one number? So understand, even if you have read all the major subjects, it's very good, but don't leave out the small subjects. Whatever you have read, if you have not read them at all, take out the notes, at least give a reading to that. Take out the last few questions and at least give it to the questions to that. But do not avoid a subject completely. Again, revise one question from medicine, one number, one question from pediatrics, one number, one question from gynae-obs, one number, even one question from ophtha is also one number. So make sure you have a balanced approach to every subject and not an over-balanced approach to the subject that you want. What you want may not be wanted by the person who is preparing your questions. So that is one other important point. And finally, this is one thing that often students do mistake while they're practicing questions. So what they are doing is they're trying to practice questions, maybe a GT or any exam questions, but they're not looking at time. Remember, time your questions. Suppose you get a long question or GT, time it. What I want to say here is, suppose you get a long question and you're excessively spending time on that. The same thing you may be doing in the actual exam. When you get a long question and you're not able to decipher the answer, leave it and move to next. So that practice comes not in a day, but while you are applying for a GT. A second thing often students do is they often apply for a grand test while they're not very completely awake. While feeling sleepy, they apply for a GT. And when the results come, they're completely demoralized. So make sure you're not of those students who just apply for a GT or for a practice question just for the sake of doing it. Practice questions or apply for a GT when you are in the freshest of your mind, and at least try to give the GT at the time when the same exam is going to appear in the meantime. So make sure you don't do these 5 mistakes, and I'm very sure you'll come out not only good but with the flying colors and get a PG seat of your exact choice. Please put in the comment section if you want to know everything else from me. I'll surely make a video and upload it in the days to come. Best wishes for your awesome career and getting a rank that you deserve for the PGMEs. Bye bye.